All right, y'all. So Saturday morning, typically I get up, go for a morning walk, all that stuff. However, I got up, went to go for a morning walk this morning and started talking to my neighbor. And I really got a lot of important stuff to do, so I just went ahead and, kind of canceled my walk. And got in the car, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to the bank to pick up some money to go pay someone. So that's like the first thing that I do is on Saturdays I look at my money. I try to make sure that I have all my bills paid, because I don't put anything on auto pay. I really don't believe in auto pay. So basically, I'm just kind of getting up, going ahead, and I'm gonna go to the ATM now. I switch up banks sometimes because we can as credit union members where we pick up our money. So this morning I'm at Community Credit Union. So guys, we'll meet back after this. All right. And now for whatever reason, we're getting a low pressure signal in the back tire. So since we're getting low tire pressure in the back tire, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drive up to Wawa, so that way I can put some air in the tire. Then after that, I'm gonna drive the car around a little bit and make sure that the pressure in the tire isn't going back down. If it is, then what I'll probably end up having to do is actually take the car into the tire shop. I'll check it myself to see, if there's any leaks. By the way, if you ever have a tire and it's leaking, you want to make sure that it's, leaking from the tire, not the stem. So what you can do to check that out is you can actually take a empty bottle of dish liquid, put a little bit of dish liquid in it and water, spray it on the tire, and if it bubbles up, then that means that there's air coming out of the tire. So that's a little quick way, just a little trick that you can use and see where your tire is leaking from, if it's leaking, and that generally helps. Sometimes, just from driving cars around, once you drive a car around for a certain amount of time, you're gonna get those leaks. It's nothing wrong with it. It's, natural to wear and tear on a car. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's better that you know. So when you take your car somewhere and you go to a tire shop or somewhere like that, and they're asking you, you're asking them, to replace a tire or something like that. If you've already done, preliminary checks, you can check them and say, well, hey, can you show me where my tire is leaking from? Because sometimes you'll just need air in your tire, and the person will tell you that you need a completely new tire. You can check the tread on the tires yourself with the penny. If it, touches Lincoln's head, then the tire's good. Stuff like that, you can actually check yourself. So rather than, having to pay somebody else all this extra money, potentially go somewhere, they do something to your car or mess something up or try to charge you extra for something that you don't need, it's better to be knowledgeable. And, a lot of the times I see car maintenance is one of those things that gets pushed out as, oh, well, it's only, a male thing. Only, men fix cars and this and that. And I'm telling you, there's so many women that as soon as you go to a tire shop or a car dealership or wherever it is, even if you know what you're talking about, they will try you to try to see if they can get extra money out of you. It happened to my mom one time, and I had to go up to the dealership and get everything corrected because they were trying to charge her extra money, trying to install different parts in her car that weren't needed, and just trying to do all these extra additional things. And they told her that they were necessary for the functionality of her car. And You know, it was completely ridiculous to go through, you know, that whole thing and find out at the end, like, oh, you know, none of this stuff was necessary, but you did it because you felt like you could take advantage of someone. So, like I said, they do it to men too, but typically they won't try men who are, you know, older, who they think are knowledgeable of cars. But, you know, young men, especially young women and older women, are targets at these places. So just make sure that you're keeping an eye out for these things, and you know, not allowing yourself to get played in the system. So we're about to turn to Wawa. I'm gonna go ahead and put the air in the tire, and then I'll meet you guys back in the car in a moment. So just a reminder, when you're at the ATM, always hit that you want a receipt, whether you actually want one or not. It's just for your safety in the case that they don't process your transaction correctly. Another thing that you want to do is remember there is a camera at every ATM, so make sure that you do count your money, and make sure you take your receipt on camera, so that way if you count your money right here and it's not the proper amount, they saw you count it on camera, so you can argue that when you call them on the phone. All right. That was perfect. Tire's done. Put the air in the tire, so all the tires should be about back balanced with air. As of right now, they all have about the same amount of air in them. So, like I said, I'm gonna ride around for a little bit, make sure that you know, everything looks good. Typically, it's another thing I like to do on Saturday morning is just ride by my lots, make sure that everything is intact and, you know, together, and, you know, that I don't have any violations from code or anything like that on them. Just because there has been times where I've gotten mail and it gets sent to the wrong address, or for whatever reason I don't get it. So, you know, I prefer to, you know, have all that. Just my little morning routine, make sure that everything's good with the vehicles. I don't always fill them up with a lot of gas, just because you guys know, like, gas can go bad if it sits too long, and we're not driving all the cars every single day, and sometimes I might bring out one car that I don't drive often. This one we do drive often, however, we just filled it up recently, so I didn't really see the need. You know, we went on one trip and came back, and we're not gonna really be doing that much driving throughout the week to run through the rest of the gas that's in the car. Yeah. Ooh. Got a nice little riding crew out here this morning. Yeah. If I wanna go get me a bigger bike. I just haven't figured out what bike I want to get yet, but definitely do. Let's see. Where are we going now? Everything looks good. Got a couple trees drug out here. Actually, my neighbor is really nice. I'm not sure you guys can see it, but he's actually been cutting back the lot for me, which is really cool. He called me and asked me, he's like, would you mind? He's like, I need something to do sometimes and I get bored. And he's like, would you mind if I cut back your trees for you? It's like, hey, look, if you want to clear it for me for free, go ahead, enjoy. So yeah, got him doing that, and well, really, he got himself doing that, but it's much appreciated, and it's something nice and cool, you know. So, hey, it is what it is, but really like it. And yeah, so I'll get back with you guys in a second when I get back to the house. I don't think you guys really want to ride with me all the way back. All right, so I got home. We talked to Josh to schedule the live stream tonight. So, well, I won't have to say stay tuned, but stay tuned on Saturdays because there's gonna be those GVC, Nigel Schroeder, PBT point blank travel, get business credit live streams for the Credit Dream Team. So, why wouldn't you watch us? You know, why would you not? But yeah, we'll have another live stream tonight. I actually have a subscriber that just called. I helped them do an application for a Navy Fed business loan and just overlooked their application before the underwriters looked at it, as well as I just talked some YouTube marketing strategies with my business partner. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at now. Now we're just really cleaning up the house and getting everything together. All right, so I went ahead, went and got some dinner from Chipotle, and now I'm just waiting for the live stream to start. That's why my headphones look kind of crazy, because I don't like to have both headphones in until I'm actually started. But yeah, waiting on a live stream to start tonight on the Dream Team live stream. So yeah, any moment now we should be starting, and then that'll pretty much be the end of my Saturday.